Hey everyone, I'm back, and this time we are playing Warrior Control versus a Secret Mage. I didn't really intend to have a Secret Mage as a matchup that I was going to display in this video series, but I was just recording some games on the ladder, and it was a pretty cool game, so I figured, you know what, let's just throw it in there. It's not the most, you don't really see mages that often in the ladder, but if anything, it will demonstrate more of what this deck is capable of. So, my hand is decent. I really like Deathbite. It's probably one of the best cards in the deck. However, I don't really like it in my opener unless I have the coin, but it's okay. Cruel Taskmaster, Inner Rage, Shield Block, those are all very mediocre. And if I didn't pick up this Fiery Wind Axe, then I would be in a lot of trouble right now. But luckily for me, I do get the Fiery War Axe, and I think actually at this point in the game, I was multitasking a little bit, so that's why I'm playing a little slow. I'm not really thinking about any other options. I was just I think I was doing something on another monitor. So I kill the Mana Worm. It's very unlikely that he's gonna have like double Leper Gnome or something. And if he does somehow have double Leper Gnome or a way to buff his Undertaker up out of Fiery War Axe range, then I can just hit it with the axe and then play Cruel Taskmaster to finish it off. If I'm going to use Inner Rage or Cruel Taskmaster as a way to kill off an opponent's creature or maybe to enable an execute, I will almost always go for Cruel Taskmaster because Inner Rage is much more valuable when cycling off of the card that we just picked up, Gadgetzan Auctioneer, and also it makes your combo turns a lot cheaper. Like you can combo on turn 6 instead of turn 8. You can do bigger combos, larger combos, and the Cruel Taskmaster is a nice body to get on the board sometimes and chip away because it's very rare that you're going to do a full 30 damage OTK combo. Although I think that might happen in one of these video series. I have done it a few times, but usually you use your weapons and creatures to kind of soften them up down to around the 20 life total, give or take, and then you finish off with a medium sized Raging Worgon. So my hand is pretty decent now. I picked up a couple cheaper cards. He played the Harvest Golem first, so if I decide that I don't want to attack the Harvest Golem this turn, I could attack it next turn and I should clear the copy. I'm just deciding if I want to like slam to maybe pick up some cards. Maybe I could have like slammed the I could have slammed the Harvest Golem and then, Inner Raged it and then play a Taskmaster to finish it off. But I figure I'm going to just kill this Mad Scientist, give him the secret. Maybe it's a Mirror Entity and I can pop it next turn. Or maybe I'm going to... maybe I can like trigger a counter spell for free with Inner Rage or something like that. And like I said earlier, I can attack the Harvest Golem next turn and I'll be able to clear off the Damage Golem because of the Death Rattle order. Okay, so now I got to play around this secret. I got to choose: do I want to play around Counterspell or Mirror Entity? So first I test. I guess I test to see if it's duplicate. I don't know. I just attack immediately, clear the board. So because I did that, I'm not going to play Auctioneer because if I was going to test for Mirror Entity, then I would have played Auctioneer and then probably killed it off if it was Mirror Entity. But this is just way safer. I get to basically trade a slam for his I get to basically trade a slam for his Mirror Entity, and I get a 2/2 on the board. So Harvest Golem, kind of annoying, but it's not really that threatening. I am at 20, which is not the highest life total, but still in pretty safe range. Okay, Armorsmith. So here I could play Auctioneer, and I could, maybe cycle away this Inner Rage, but I really want to get more value out of my Auctioneer because I'm not guaranteed to pick up another spell off this Inner Rage, and I just don't want to cycle an Inner Rage and have him just Frostbolt ping my Gadgetzan Auctioneer and not get any value out of it. So I set up a Deathbite. I always like to attack with the Deathbite the turn that I play it, regardless of if I'm killing something or going face, because I really like to have I like to be in control of when I get to trigger the whirlwind effect. I don't want to ever like save the charge and be stuck like, oh, I wish I had the whirlwind effect right now. So you'll pretty much always see me use the first charge of Dustbite no matter when I play it, regardless of whether or not I have a target to remove. I might just hit him in the face if there's no other options. So it's Mirror Entity, which I figured it might not be because he just had a Mirror Entity, so it's unlikely that this one's a Mirror Entity, but it's really not that bad because I have the Dustbite. And here I'm actually going to Rampage because it cycles, and I don't really have the Worgon or the Charge, so I don't really care about finding the other combo pieces quite yet. I more would rather just get an advantage with this Gadgetzan Auctioneer and cycle through my deck and maybe even just beat him down with this pair of minions here. If my Auctioneer lives, then I can definitely do some good cycling next turn with Whirlwinds and Inner Rage. I could even drop the Armor Smith to gain some armor. But if he has like a Flame Strike, that would be pretty annoying. Okay, so Polymorph, it's I guess in our deck we don't really have any better Polymorph targets, but it kind of eats up his entire turn. So Charge is pretty dead. It's I'm actually debating charging my like Armor Smith right now just to get in some more damage, but I figure I'm softening him up. I'm starting to soften him up. He's at 22. I have an Inner Rage, so now all I really need is a Worgon, and that's here we go again. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Worgon 16 damage. So he's getting pretty close to the 16 damage mark here. But we see our arch nemesis with this deck, which is the Sludge Belcher. Always a pain in the butt. So I pick up the perfect card to deal with it though, which is the Shield Slam. And then right here, I'm kind of like deciding whether or not I should Whirlwind. I could Whirlwind, charge my guy, and kill off the Undertaker. But the problem is, if I Whirlwind and charge, then I'm like, I have nothing in my hand. All I have is an Inner Rage, and all he needs to do is deal with my Armor Smith, and I literally can't win from there. So I decide to hold on to my charge, hold on to my Whirlwind. If I pick up my second Auctioneer at some point, I can probably find my combo pieces because I have enough cheap cards to cycle. Loatheb is actually really annoying. I can't, like, it makes all of my cards even more useless than they already are currently. And I pick up Acolyte of Pain. And I think I kind of make a misplay here. I'm not entirely sure. I could have Whirlwinded right there to pick up the card immediately. Because now if he wants to, he can buff his Undertaker up and attack my Acolyte, or just attack my Acolyte with Loatheb and give me only one draw. And I had the mana to Whirlwind, even with the Loatheb, but the problem is I'm starting to stack up a lot of armor, actually, so I figure maybe using my hero ability might be worth it more in the long run than the extra card. So Rampage, not so great. Shield Block, see what we get. Auctioneer is not a bad card here. I can start to cycle off. I actually have a lot of damage in my hand. All I really need to do is find a Worgon and hope that he doesn't play another Sludge Belcher. And the Shield Slam's a nice pickup. I get to cycle it off, kill the Loatheb, and we get an Acolyte, which is kind of dead. So here I'm at 24. I'm in zero danger of dying. There's no way this guy's going to kill me this turn. And if I pick up a Worgon, let's see. Worgon is 4 damage. Inner Rage is 2. Charge is 2. And then Rampage is 3. So that's 22 damage. So if I pick up a Raging Worgon, I have exact lethal unless he heals or plays a taunt. And I haven't seen a Worgon yet, and I believe I'm over halfway through my deck. So it should be likely that I see at least one Worgon in the top half of my deck. And what do you know? I do get it. It is a top deck, but like I said, I'm over halfway through my deck. I should statistically I should see one of my Raging Worgons by now. And so yeah, here we go. Another Wombo combo, exact lethal, 22 damage. This is kind of why I decided to throw this video in this series, even though Secret Mage isn't like a matchup that most people are concerned with. But there you go, another nice, cool little finish there. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that one.